First of all, how many ticket requests have you gotten from SMU? Has June Jones called you for tickets?
Nah, no one's been calling me from SMU for tickets. I really didn't get anyone calling me for tickets, which is a sign that I have a very strong family and they understand. I only have 6 people coming to the game. So,
really?
Yeah, so it's pretty good.
Now, as an SMU grad, does it hurt to be practicing at TCU?
Yeah, it definitely hurts to see all this purple and all these horn frogs around. But yeah, when I heard we was practicing at TCU, I was like, for real? But at the same time, I couldn't ask for a better situation because I get an opportunity to play in Dallas, the same city that I played college football.
And have you started referring to the stadium as the house that Brian McCann built?
Nah, not yet. But it's starting to. Brian definitely got some bricks on there. I'm proud of that kid, man. He did an outstanding job. I mean, to go from a free agent, making a team, and then contributing like he did, man, that shows right there how dedicated and hard work, how hard he worked to get where he is.
When you first went up to Pittsburgh, you found that Mike Wallace had number 17, your college number. Did you ever try to buy it from him or work some kind of a trade?
Nah, I couldn't buy that number. That would have cost me a whole bunch of money. But yeah, I was definitely hurt because I wanted number 17, keep that going. But they gave me number 88, and I didn't even know who Lynn Swan was when they gave me the number 88, which is crazy. But then I went home and did my research and found out about the 4 Super Bowl rings and everything. And I was just like stunned that they gave me that number, and I was gonna change and try to get like 18 or 19 to jump up from 17. Like I'm climbing up to another level. But after the preseason, having number 88, it ended up working well, and 88 was good to me, so I said I was gonna keep it.
I was gonna say at the beginning of the year you had a conversation with us, and you said you didn't know a whole lot about his history.
Yeah.
Now that you've studied him, what does it mean to you to wear that?
It means a lot. I mean, you can just tell out in Pittsburgh how the fans, they relate to number 88. I mean, seeing number 88 out there, they're used to seeing Super Bowl champions at the end of every season, like I said, because he has 4. And after I found out and did my research on it, I definitely went in the weight room and started working out a lot harder because I knew that I had big shoes to fill.
Other than the weather, biggest differences between living in Dallas when you were at SMU and living in Pittsburgh?
Dallas is much more bigger. It has a lot more traffic. Pittsburgh is kind of small. It's like a small town, but they love their Steelers, and they got the best fans in the world.
Personality-wise, biggest differences between June Jones and Mike Tomlin?
June is more low-key, quiet. He's an offensive guru, which Mike Tomlin is more of an outspoken guy, still cool, laid back, calm, and collective, and he's more on the defensive side.
You look at them in interviews and talking to them, they seem to be so different. Do those two guys have anything in common in terms of the way they run practice, the way they teach?
Yeah, definitely the way they run practice. June runs an up-tempo practice. Mike Tomlin runs an up-tempo practice. And I would have to say the thing they got in common is they're both winners, and they both understand what it takes to portray what they expect of themselves into their players. And they're both player coaches, and I will play for both of them. They're both great.
A lot's been made lately about the young receivers. You, Antonio Brown, Mike Wallace. Was there a specific game or a specific point in this season when you stopped feeling like a rookie?
Nah, they wouldn't. The vets won't let that happen because every day we'll show up and rookies, you gotta go get the water. Rookies, go to my car and get this. Rookies, go there. So it was kind of hard, but they kind of backed off us a little bit once we started making plays, and that's when I started to see Hines kind of transition into, oh, okay, we need these guys to contribute. We're gonna kind of back off, but we still getting water and getting the rookie treatment.
I was gonna say, what's your most embarrassing rookie moment or treatment that you've gotten from the older guys?
Flozell Adams. He was kind of playing with me, kind of pushing me around a little bit, and at the end of practice, I walked up to him, pushed him back, and took out running because you ever seen Flo? He huge, like 6'8", 300-something pounds. So I thought it was gonna slide. But when I got back to my locker, my whole locker was destroyed. My backpack was in the trash can, and I just had to sit back and laugh because there's nothing you can do.
your old receivers coach, Jeff Reinbold, is going to be calling the game for Sky TV in Europe. Is he going to take credit for everything you accomplish, and how's he going to describe you on the air?
Knowing Jeff, he's not going to take credit for it. Man, that dude right there holds a special place in my heart for sure. Me and him had a bond between him and I, like no other coach that I've ever had. And knowing Jeff, he's going to talk about what kind of guy I am and our relationship on there.
At SMU, you were one of the vocal leaders, if not the vocal leader of the team. Now you're a rookie. Who's the Emmanuel Sanders to you at practice now?
It's definitely James Ferry. We call him Potts. That guy is always yelling and just trying to get everyone excited about practice. And more so before the game. That's when he's really vocal. He's that vocal guy. Just he's a motivational guy. He's always talking, always saying something. Let's go out here and whoop that, do things like that. Let's go out here and put that right L on, And every game so far that he's been hyped, we've came out on defense and we're smashing people in the mouth.
Ever since you were at SMU, ever since you were a redshirt even, you've always been incredibly confident. Have you had any moments of nervousness, either going into your first NFL game, going into the playoffs, getting ready for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, definitely. I was a little nervous coming in, being in the NFL and everything. It was one point that I thought I wasn't going to make it. Because the first practice I go out there during the OTAs, I mess up on the route and the coach is like, "What the fuck are you doing? We're going to cut you. You're not going to be here if you can't learn the playbook." And I'm like, this is the first day. I hadn't had the playbook no less than 24 hours. And but as I got comfortable with the playbook, my same swagger came back, and I knew that if I continue to do what I need to do and continue to work hard, that I can play a very long time.
We're going to have a most memorable play in a Super Bowl from an SMU guy 2 years in a row.
I hope so. I pray. Who knows?